This is the unbelievable but very true story about the man who sold everything to buy a bicycle and traveled 6,000 miles from India to Sweden to see his love. More than 40 years ago, Pradyumna Kumar Mahanandia was born an untouchable in a remote village of India in 1949. According to prophecy told by an astrologer after Kumar's birth, he was meant to marry a musician woman from a faraway country who is born under the zodiac sign of Taurus and owns a forest. Kumar said, "I believe strongly in the prophecy and now I know that everything is planned on this planet." The man remembers very clearly the day when prophecy became a real story. It all started in 1975. Back then, Kumar was a street artist. A beautiful blonde woman with blue eyes named Charlotte von Schedvin asked him to draw a portrait of her. When she appeared before my easel, I felt as though I didn't have any weight. Words are not accurate enough to express such a feeling, he said. Her eyes were so blue and big and round, I felt as if she was not looking at me, she was looking inside me, like an X-ray machine. The nervous young man couldn't properly draw a woman of his dreams the first time, so he asked Charlotte to come back another day. Kumar says, "She ended up coming back 3 times, and I did 3 portraits. After the second time, I felt she is the one." It turns out the mysterious foreign woman was born under the sign of Taurus, owns a forest, and plays the flute, just as the prophecy said. I remember how I told her, "You will be my wife." We were destined to meet. Charlotte, who was 19 years old at that time, wasn't scared of this unexpected confession and decided to give the young man a chance. So they fell in love with each other. Charlotte took the Indian name Charulata, and they both married according to Indian traditions. When Charlotte was leaving India, she requested Pradyumna to come along with her to Sweden. But he was still a student and wanted to finish his studies. She offered him money for air tickets, but he refused and said that he would come to her with his own money. After she had left, the 2 lovers kept in touch through letters. His studies were completed later. He decided to go to Sweden to meet his wife Charlotte, but it wasn't easy. He had no money. The love story could have ended there, but young and determined Kumar decided not to let it happen. After a year and a half spent apart, the artist sold everything he had and bought a bicycle. With very little money and the help of a few kind people he met on the way, Kumar managed to travel 6,000 miles to see Charlotte. The biggest obstacle on this long trip was my own thoughts, my doubts, he said. He rode his bicycle days and days and months. Riding his bicycle, he crossed Afghanistan, Iran, Turkey, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Germany, Austria, and Denmark. His bicycle broke down many times on the way, and he even had to go on without food for days. After 4 months and 3 weeks of stunning journey, he finally reached Gothenburg, Sweden. When he reached Sweden, he was questioned by Swedish immigration officers. When Pradyumna said that he had come from India to Sweden by bicycle, the officers totally shocked. Pradyumna told the officers the reason of his visit, and he showed the photographs of his marriage with Charlotte. Authorities were surprised and did not believe that someone of royal blood from Europe would marry a poor Indian guy. The surprise of the officers made him doubtful about whether his wife Charlotte would accept him or not. Charlotte knew about the man from India who cycled all the way for nearly 5 months. Immediately she drove to Gothenburg and received her husband with a lot of happiness. After 40 years of marriage, Dr. Mahanandia serves as the Odia Cultural Ambassador of India to Sweden and lives with his wife Charlotte and 2 children in Sweden. If you liked the story and video, please rate it, and see you soon!